Hey guys. So I saw this performance by Melo X, I believe his name is. He's supposed to go on tour with Jay-Z and Beyonce. And I saw his equipment. And now that I have a couple of things working for me here, I kind of know what equipment looks like when I see it now. Before, it's just invisible to you if you never use electronic recording equipment. And I wanted to say, I see this a lot. I see people who say, I'm going to be a rapper, I'm going to be a singer, I'm going to be a whatever, in the black community. I'm only concerned with the black community. Everybody else can go take a flying leap. I'm just concerned about the black community. Why? Because they come up to me and say, how do I do this? How do I make money? And I wanted to talk about that just for a second. The time this guy spent and the money he spent on buying his equipment. And now I know people fall into this trap. They'll buy one thing, then they'll buy another thing. And then when you look up, they have $300,000 worth of equipment. Now, Melo might not be the good example here because Melo, I guess, has made it, I guess, right? That's the whole idea. But that's just Melo. There are 100,000 other black kids who are buying equipment who are getting near that $300,000 mark, and they have no contract. They have no recording contract. They have no nothing. They have no aspirations or possibilities of getting anywhere, because that's how it works. It's the cream of the cream of the cream of the crop that gets at that level. It's like the NBA or the NFL. They only take the nosebleed section of the football players get to play in the NFL. And even they don't make it. The nosebleed section of the NBA of all black basketball players make it to the NBA. And even some of them don't make it. All right? They get cut, first week, first month, first year, right? They don't make. Now, I want to tell you something. This might go into one ear and out the other. The time you spent, I'm just talking about the time you spent learning that the boxes and the beatbox and the beats and the tunes and the lighting and the recording and all that stuff and notes. The time you took to learn all of that, you could have gone to a college bookstore, bought a course in finance. You ready for this? We're talking about you could have bought 12 books in finance. It would have cost you a few $100s, but you know what? You can actually buy one at a time. So you buy the junior level books one at a time, then the senior level books one at a time, because you don't actually get into the meat of the substance until the very end, right? Junior and senior year. The time you spent practicing basketball, learning beatboxes and beats and music, you could have learned finance. Okay, what does finance have to do with anything? Then, instead of you buying electronic equipment, you buy yourself 3 monitors, a nice computer, and exceedingly the fastest internet service you could possibly get in your area. And you go and you start trading. Trading. You can make $100,000 a day trading. So while your friend is out there talking about he's going to be a star, you could be sitting in your underwear making $100,000. Black boy, black man. Huh? Have I done it? Yeah, I have. Not $100,000, but I have made $1,000 in 2 minutes. Yes. 2 minutes. One trade. 1,000. It was 1,000 or 10,000. I think it was $10,000 in one trade. One trade. And that was because I knew what to do at what time. And, it was boom, 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 boom. I'm not wired for trading. I am very nervous. I'm a nervous person. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm a nervous person. Trading takes a lot of nerve, and I know I see a lot of black people with a lot of nerve, a lot of black people who are just has the attitude of, I don't care. And that's the attitude you need when you're dealing with stock trading. You need the I don't care. I know that A plus B equals C. Boom. Does it work? Yes. Does it not work? No. Oh, I'm losing money? Pull out. I'm making money? Stay in. See, I don't have that. I get nervous. I pull out when I should stay in, and I stay in when I should pull out. Now, I haven't come away a loser, but I just, the game of it all makes me nervous. I'm a nervous person anyway, and it makes me nervous. But you could learn what I learn, and you could be successful at it sitting in your underwear making $100,000 a day. For all that stuff, Melo could be making $100,000. Melo could be making $1 million a week. How does that sound? $1 million a week. This is real. People do it all day, every day. You don't think that's real? It's true. It's very true. And these are the peons. I'm not even talking about the nosebleed of this section, that section. Those people make $500 million by noon every day. $500,000 by noon every day. You talk about them having the government wrapped around their finger. I'm telling you, these people have so much money, it's retarded. Remember, their Christmas bonus was $250 million to each and every employee. Black people, get in on this. This doesn't take $300,000 worth of equipment. The time you spend basketball, football, I want you to sit down, and after you watch this video, I want you to sit down and think to yourself, do I have a realistic chance of making it into the NBA, of making it into the NFL, big time, making it into the major leagues? Do I have a real chance? I'm not talking about, can I really go into a college team? College team isn't so exclusive. And if you pick the right school, you could be the star of that school in football, baseball, basketball. But can you get into the big leagues? Can you get into the major leagues? Can you get at the game, the real game? Sit down and ask yourself. And if the answer is no, if the answer is the only way I can star in a football game is if I go to such a small college that nobody's even heard of it and it's not even ranked. If that's the answer, then you need to listen to me. You need to go out and buy a finance book. Buy your first finance book. It's going to be difficult. But you know what? It doesn't even come close to the difficulty that you've had in learning football, baseball, beats, electronic equipment, sound equipment, music. It doesn't even compare. Because page one is page one. Every day. Once you learn page one, it's done. Nobody is going to invent another page one. What do I mean by that? If you're into music, the very next year, somebody's going to come out with, oh, I got a whole nother beatbox that you need to check out. I have a whole nother electronic whatever that you need to check out. In finance, page one is page one. In fact, you can go pick up old finance books, ancient finance book from the 1800s, learn that, and you'll know finance. It'll be no different. How about that? So you can go to a used bookstore and $100 could pay for your entire finance set of textbooks. A used book. Now, so you could make $100,000 off of $100 worth of books. Now you have to sit down and read it, but the end result is $100,000 a day. I said a day. Think about it. Thank you for watching the Shakaama Live Show.